and welcome to the Bot Box. Yes, we have a funny name here with the Black Bull themed robot named Terrible. It was a box flipper and made its debut in Series 4 Heat P of Robot Wars. A heat which, unfortunately for them, contained Hypnodisc. This is important. At least they were fast enough to run away from them. Terrible did not draw the second seeds in the first round. Instead, they drew 18th seeded rammer Cerberus, minus its head, and flipper Onslaught. At least until Onslaught broke and had to pull out. They were replaced by another flipper in VMAX. VMAX was the first robot Terrible went after, but it mostly stayed out of trouble as the substitutes attacked Cerberus and flipped the 18th seeds over. They could not solve right from there. Terrible gave Cerberus a nudge before leaving them their house robots. VMAX carried Terrible partway across the arena as Cerberus was pitted by the house robots. So that was Terrible through to the Heat semi-finals. Next up for Terrible was fellow lifter Razorblade, which was very poorly after a meeting with Hypnodisc. However, their batteries were intact, so that's why they got through. On paper, that gave Terrible a free pass to the Heat final. But there's no such thing as a Heat free lunch, so there was a problem here. Hypnodisc awaited the winner. Dun, dun, dun. And Team Terrible did not want to face the Series 3 runner-up. Razorblade and Terrible rammed each other, Razorblade barely working as it was only going on the one wheel. Terrible gave the sickly lifter another ram before driving over a flame pit to set Terrible's tail alight for the sake of spectacle. Because that's what fighter does. However, Terrible then got stuck, and the result was singed internals as well as a singed tail. They tried to use the lifter, but missed Razorblade every single time, and after a bit of nudging by the lifter, Terrible's singed electronics gave out, and it stopped moving. Enter Dead Metal, who attacked with the saw. Terrible managed to lift Dead Metal onto one wheel in a show of defiance, but it didn't last. So Killot came along, put them on the floor flipper, and there you had a flying ball. And that was them out. I'm sorry, I need to use this fan to facepalm. There was no Extreme 1 or Series 5 for Terrible, but they did get in Series 6, in Heat G, a heat that didn't contain Hypnodisc. However, they managed to get mistaken for newcomers. Now, instead of getting Hypnodisc, they got the 12th seed Tornado in vertical spinner mode. They got another vertical spinner, this time a dedicated one, Shreddable, and Axeport Edgehog. Terrible went after Edgehog before Tornado pushed them. They then decided to stay away from Trouble. But Tornado, quickly found them and pushed them into Incredible before Incredible wisely got out of the way. Terrible also got away, but ended up getting pushed again. The pit was released, and Edgehog then died right at the pit release button. Terrible then went after Incredible before Tornado joined in. Between them, Tornado sent Incredible over the flame pit, cooking them, and Terrible sent them to a corner. Hedgehog got counted out, whilst the house robot showed incredible no mercy at all. However, Incredible was not dead, and this is important. After Dead Metal was done, it left the corner that Terrible had pushed it into. However, Team Tornado did not realise that Incredible was still alive. So, as a finishing move, they pitted Terrible, much like Firestorm had done with Megahertz and Another Heat. However, this time, it accidentally sent Terrible out. Whoops. Big whoops, Team Tornado. Now, I pick up a story a few years later in Series 8. There was a non-qualifier that bore the name Terrible. It had absolutely no connection with this Terrible I'm talking about here. However, I am going to note that its team did eventually get into Robot Wars with a completely different robot, name-wise. It's going to be fun when we get to that one. Terrible could have gone further in both Series 4 and 6. Having said that, it wouldn't have got much further. It would have faced a very good robot in the following round, or two very good robots. They did provide some fun with the fire, and they did prove themselves, despite going out so early. Who's next though? This one here. Seems to have a long name. Okay, we're in for a long one here. Well, long name anyway. Mr. Speed Squared. Until next time, Callison244, out.